We really are Jekyll and Hyde at the moment. It's actually kind of nuts. But the same thing's kind of going on the other side of the island. More on that in a minute.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying the save, drop a like. That'd be stupendous. So, today we're away at Fulham. We've basically got, I think, probably 2 episodes to finish off the season. Today with a nice big chunk, and then like a big old live con bonanza, such has been the way very often with the ends of our seasons, basically. But before we get into anything else, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to Caitlin Coburn for pledging to the Patreon as well. You really didn't have to. That's a very generous pledge. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to you and everybody else that's over there as well. Also, that means you get to sponsor a player in the save, or either of my saves, actually, be it YouTube or Twitch. So do let me know through any form of social media which player it is you'd like to sponsor. But like, I cannot thank you guys enough, seriously, because I've been doing this full time basically since the start of the pandemic, and that's scary, but it's good. It's good. So seriously, thank you to everybody just for everything. Now, it might be a Saturday, but given the fact that we're going to probably have a live con bonanza tomorrow, I figured that we did Regen Saturday today. That way I didn't forget to do it. So let's go. First up on the chopping block, it's Leo Douglas, playing in Switzerland, but he signed from Bolton. That is a player. You've got that is a player. Followed by Lucas Gregorian. I mean, this guy might be one of the best players. 25, and he's not going to get that much better, I wouldn't have thought, but I mean, he's basically the perfect striker. Then Sverrir Ingi Guthbergsson, a very good 17-year-old Icelandic striker at Porto. Hell of a player. Followed by Kittitach Tantifetcharaporn. I mean, he's got porn in his name. I mean, come on. Then Isak Lundgren, a very good Swedish striker. I mean, at 20 as well, to be that good is solid. Then Liberto Parra, I've just gone for pure quality players this time around. Superb striker. Then Evgenios Tanis, a Greek central midfielder who spawned, I believe, in Uruguay, which is pretty cool. And then lastly, Kanat Kasanov, a Kazakh right-sided midfielder, attacking midfielder, probably the best Kazakh player I've ever seen. He's full-on Regen World Map material, boys. So if you do want to participate on Regen Sunday, head over to the Discord, link in the description, and, well, you know what to do. So, today, we're away at Fulham. Here's the lay of the land for you. Let's talk about the lay of the land. 10 games to go in the league. We're 3 points off the playoff spots, which is difficult. We're playing Fulham today at Craven Cottage. Not easy. Particularly as Josh Parry wouldn't have been able to play anyway, but he's just picked up a double hernia and will now miss 4 to 6 weeks. That is a real problem for us, to be honest. And we've got a youth intake coming up soon as well. There's a lot of stuff happening. In addition to that, Blackhaven are 8 points clear of dropping out of the automatic promotion spots. I really think it would take the mother of all bottle jobs for them to not be in the Premier League next year automatically. But oh my god, I would laugh if they somehow screw it up from here. It'd be funny if someone screwed up a 10-point lead now, wouldn't it? So without any further ado, let's get banging. So Craven Cottage obviously is increased capacity to a certain extent these days, but obviously with the fixture congestion lately, we're going to have some switcheroos. That is not one of them. No. Oh, actually, no, I did say I was going to rest him, didn't I? So actually, we may have to just take the bullet in the face for this one and accept the fact that Fran Sullivan just needs to have a little rest. And the backline may need to change with that in mind as well. Simon Nelson. Where's Dave Morton? Is he available? Please be available. Yeah, okay, cool. Simon Nelson needs a little rest as well. Oh, we really are light on numbers, aren't we? Is Ross Harris? We'll give Nevitt a chance. He's got strong links with Morton, I guess. We'll give him an opportunity there. But I think the rest, Kyle Lee, Kai Knight. Actually, Knight could probably play. I'll probably bring Knight in instead of Aline and switch them over to their correct feet. Yeah, I think Knight could probably play. Right then. I mean, this is big, really. I really do think that we would be very, very... I think this would be an amazing one if we were to get it. I'm also a little bit concerned about our chances of signing Russell Griggs permanently. Millwall are interested in him currently. They are in the Premier League, bear in mind, as well, I believe. Certainly don't remember playing them this season. The thing is, he's got quite large wages at the moment. He's on like £21,000 a week as Greg Whipley's goal is ruled out for offside. And I don't think we'd be able to afford that even with some massive clauses. I wish he had another season at Manchester City to give us a chance to maybe get to the Premier League next year or something, because I just really don't see us going up this season. In fact, I think next season would probably be too fast as well. It's easy if your money bad's Blackhaven. Right, okay, go on, Dave. Pop this on the head of someone useful. Go on. Do something massive at Craven Cottage here, and it's back for Desmond Billington! Of all people, Fulham 0, Whitport 1. Well, I say of all people, he's our top scorer, but you get my point. Scoring from... Oh, Millwall are in this division. What am I talking about? They're 2-0 down to Swansea as we speak. Morton whips the ball in. Win Billington peeking around the back. I don't even know what that was, but we've got the lead at the Cottage, and, well, who else would have scored? We look dangerous. So do Fulham, of course. Oh... Yeah. Drink the pink juice now, Matt. Yeah. Well, that's just not good, is it? Still frustrating to concede the goal, but then again, we scored the goal from an indirect free kick ourselves, so it's kind of just 1-1, essentially. I mean, it is literally 1-1 as well. Blackhaven are at home to Fleetwood and actually aren't winning. That reminds me a lot of the end of last season. I swear it was. Someone was at the end of last season, I think, when it might have been the year before, actually, where they had loads of easy matches and didn't win any of them. Are they about to start doing it again? That would be bare hilarious. Oh, God. Yeah, I think Fulham are just that little bit better than us, unfortunately. We took the lead early on, and we've just not quite been able to build on that, really. Although the goals we've conceded have felt a bit soft. Shaparenko looks quite the player. Like, there's 2 of them on him, and he's just able to somehow stumble through. And Griggs is just going down too early. 20 seconds into the second half. Kai Knight with a not a bad ball into space, actually. Birch McNaught, he's not going to get the shot away. Is he? Win Billington with the strike. That probably should have been 2-2 there. But again, great work from Billy. This is not looking good. And with Burnley also winning, we now find ourselves 5 points off the pace. And I think that's going to be a lot. Yeah, and we had the only chance of any form in the entire game. And I don't know what it was. It might have been that late win Billington one, actually, as it happens. Blackhaven do score 2 late goals against Fleetwood to now move themselves 10 points clear of not getting promoted. I mean, they're going to win this division, aren't they? Or at the very least, they're going to be in the Premier League next year. I think bottling it with 10-point lead with 9 matches to go would be truly ridiculous. Oh, thank God, Brentford have equalised against Burnley. That's helped us out at least to stay in the battle slightly, but now we're 4 points from it. It could have been 6. I think we're just not quite there, and that's fine. We weren't expecting to be, were we? I think we're just trying to compare ourselves to Blackhaven, who this year have just been lethal in the transfer market and in matches, frankly. And when they saw how well they played against us, that's another defeat against the side above us. I think we're out the race now. But you never know. It would take some serious pulling back to get into the playoffs from here. But we've just got to consolidate, keep improving the squad. They're all young. They're continuing to get better. Max McCoy had an excellent game. Right. Game's off camera. I'm back for, not entirely sure, but we'll get there. Right then, guys. We're back. And we really are Jekyll and Hyde at the moment. It's actually kind of nuts. But the same thing's kind of going on the other side of the island. More on that in a minute. So we started off at home to Blackburn. Regan Booty ran the show. Watch this for a ball. Look at that for a slide rule pass. Billington's shot is deflected back into the path of Fran Sullivan. Gives us the lead. Good stuff. Then, 10 minutes in, more magic from Regan Booty. He was terrific in this game. Gets the ball back here, and again, lovely little ball through the middle of the pitch. Win Billington, first time finish, 2-0. And then it just kind of got better. Booty with the ball out from the back. Billington driving towards the goal again. Cuts inside the defender. Gets a bit lucky with the bounce back. Comes back to him. 3-0. Second of the night for Win Billington. Booty'd basically been involved in all 3 goals. And then, again, this time it was Harris with the ball out. Billington with a wonderful first touch, spins the defender, drives him behind. This is classic Win Billington, spreads it past the goalkeeper, 4-0. Then on the stroke of half-time, we won a penalty. Billington dispatched it, 5-0, 4th goal of the game for him alone. Then things just got better for us. 6-0 in the 60th minute, Kai Knight with the header this time. But it wouldn't be us if we didn't concede with their first shot on target. Just couldn't hang on to it, but it didn't really matter, I suppose, in the end of it. Travers gets through, dinked it to the fat post, simple goal, 6-1, great result. And then the magic just kind of carried on away at Newcastle. This time Jeff Hayes was brilliant. Whips it round the side, Billington thrusts his way in behind, slots it home again, yet another goal for Win Billington. Then immediately after that, ball was whipped in by Sullivan. There at the back post, once it's cleared away, Billington knocks it round the side, wonderful strike from Chan, 2-0 at St James's Park. We're flying. And then it just gets better here. Nevitt wins the ball, pops it over the top. Billington makes a lovely little run in behind. Superb composure. Suddenly he's scored 6 goals in 2 league matches. Newcastle then missed a penalty and things just got even better for us again. Once again, Jeff Hayes, lovely ball around the side. Sullivan takes the ball around the goalkeeper, basically, slots it past, 4-0. And then Swansea turned up. Well, we went to Swansea and they played an abomination of a system that earlier this season, when they'd switched to it, had been brilliant for us. Like, we dominated them when they switched to this system, so I was confident going into this that we'd score more goals. Yeah, didn't really happen like that. They scored 2 goals in the same minute of the match, and suddenly we were 2-0 down inside 20 minutes, or just after 20 minutes, not knowing what to do with it. Then, unfortunately, we got a red card as well, which didn't help us. Joe Harris was sent off, and Swansea went on to grab themselves another goal. Really nice football here, to be fair. Bad defending from us, 3-0. I mean, Griggs did his best, but he was never keeping that out. 3-0 to Swansea. Then we hosted struggling Ipswich. Early goal for us here. Lovely ball whipped in. Max McCoy. Sorry, early goal. 71st minute goals. Max McCoy scores his first of the season. And then in stoppage time, we managed to grab ourselves 2 more. Morton gets the ball here. Very, very poor, lucky deflection. Kylie puts it through. Morton slots at home, 2-0. Game over. But in a really nice turn of events, we still had time for one more piece of magic, and it was really nice to see this happen. Sullivan whips it through. Bradley Davison gets it out of his feet. Lovely finish in the bottom corner. 3-0 to us, and Bradley Davison's first ever goal for Whitport Athletic. Makes me happy. 2 late goals, saw that game off brilliantly. But then in the next game, it was back to being crap again. Almost a reversal of the last game. The first goal was literally scored in the same minute as the last one was. Ball to the back post. Volks was there. We were dreadful in this match. Awful. And then we conceded a penalty in the 80th minute. Our 12th penalty concession of the season. That's really cost us this year. And then they got an indirect free kick goal to add to that one as well. It's just a classic Whitport performance. As all that leaves the league like this, we're 9th in the league currently, 68 points. We're currently sitting 7 points away from the playoff spots. We do have 2 games in hand on some teams and 1 on others. We're playing Burnley today. A win against them would take us above them, and then we would, in fact, then still not be able to catch up with Stoke, but we get bloody close if we were to win those games in hand. But Swansea have still got a lot of chance. You might notice Blackhaven, though, only 7 points clear at the top now. It's a weird one. So the way this has happened is that they just kept losing games. They lost to Fleetwood, they've lost to Villa, they've lost to a lot of people. They did, however, their one win, and this is the most important one for them, was away at Turf Moor against Burnley. If they hadn't have won that, they would be in real trouble right now. But I think, in fact, technically they are champions, are they not? Or is it because Swansea could technically overtake? Oh no, technically they're not champions, but only by virtue of, well, not even champions. Technically they are promoted, basically, unless Swansea managed to win every game remaining. We also had a youth intake. This was basically what we got. The best player was Mark Wilson, English central midfielder. He's very slow and very short, and that's the best player we had. So, today, it's us versus Burnley. There's nothing going on elsewhere. If we've got any chance of getting in the playoffs, we have to beat Burnley here. We have to. So, Ross Harris, yeah, he's knackered. Well, not knackered. He picked up a knock again. So, Nevitt will come back in. But other than that, pretty content to keep things going as they are, to be fair. This is our best possible lineup, although is Chan maybe back now. Because as the season's worn on, Chan has really taken that role well, which is good because he's a permanent player. So the bench will be Lee, Idris, Morton, Davison, Lee, Hayes, and Dale Connor. I think Booty's done well since he's come in. Like, an average of a 7.4 is pretty good when you compare it to a 7.2 there. He's done well. Right, massive time now. This is big. Makes me kind of sad as well. Blackhaven have basically bottled the end of the season, but everyone else has been falling over each other, and as a result, they haven't been able to get close enough. For Blackhaven to lose to both Fleetwood and Villa, I think they lost to them at home as well. There was a draw in there as well. They've not finished the season well, but unless Swansea win all 3 of their remaining matches, Blackhaven basically need a point to be to be, oh God, great save, to be promoted to the Premier League. We've very much been either one thing or the other. I'm hoping today that we're going to be on the good side of that, but I'm not super confident given the way that Burnley have started. They mean business. Booty now. We need a good game from him. Birch McNaught, Sullivan, yes! 8 minutes in, lovely goal. Franzi Sullivan scores his 18th of the season. He is honing very nicely in on hitting 20 and 20 for yet another year. Nice work here from Regan Booty, just picking this ball up and driving a bit further forward with it, allowing a bit of space to open up. Nice little knockdown from Birch McNaught too. Sensible touch. Not even bottom corner, just a perfect finish from Franz. He's been so good for us. My one worry with Franzi is that Bristol City are looking very likely they're going to get relegated. Oh, yes! Knight on the rebound, 2-0. This is a big, big moment for us as it keeps us in that fight and basically ruins Burnley's chances. I think it would actually exclude them from potentially even getting in the playoffs now if they were to lose to us here. But yeah, if Bristol City go down, my worry is that they might want Franz Sullivan permanently. They might want him to be actually playing for them regularly in the Championship. And the only way I feel like we'd be able to keep him is if we were to get promoted. And I really do still see us as outsiders. Our best bet is to try and catch Stoke City and Brentford. Really, that's the best bet we've got. Oh, Billington's in again. Oh, and a great stop from Van der Voort. That could have been 3-0. He's just completely come out of nowhere this year. What a header from Victor Nelson. And there you go. That's sort of the evidence I'm talking about with these. Like, we've got players. They're on the right man, but I don't know. You just can't. He was just not good enough in that position. That's just down to quality. Everybody's marked out fine. It's just a good goal. I would be very interested to see how Blackhaven get on in the Premier League next year. Because let's face it, they're going to the Premier League. Is that going to be a red? It is. He's gone. Nelson's off. Right, okay, we have a chance to really put the icing on the cake here and get a bit of goal difference back. Now, Belfiore can't get forward that much, and we need to make sure that it stays that way. Sefweek. Oh, good save from Griggs. Nice ball for Nelson. Could do with a third goal just to sort of kill this. Nelson's ball. There's Birch McNaught, and a great save again. Their keeper's done well. Chan. Lots of room on that right here. Birch McNaught. Ball around the side for Sullivan, perhaps. Could go all the way. Davidson's header, and it's tipped over the bar. If we want it, Sullivan flicks it around the side for Bradley Davidson. Can he put the icing on the cake? No, he can't. I mean, we've kind of run the show all day, but the failure to get that third goal is frustrating. Because anything could just sneak in, and the last thing we need is a draw here. The only shot we've got of getting the playoffs is by beating Burnley here. Oh no. Whoa, that was close. They could steal anything at this point. That looks like it's going to do it. Whitport 2, Burnley 1. massive win that just gives us a glimmer of hope going into those final 3 matches of the season that we could make the playoffs. In fact, we're right in there still. Blackhaven are basically going to be, I think they're going to be champions, but I think they'll wrap up promotion without actually even doing anything, despite trying to bottle it as much as they could. So, final 3 wow. Birmingham City at home, Fleetwood Town at home. 2 teams that are likely to be relegated at home. And then we go to Kenilworth Road to go against Luton Town, who've slipped off way lots. I mean, our run-in is pretty good. If we could beat Birmingham and Fleetwood, I think there's still a chance that we could sneak into that final playoff spot if we can get those first 2 wins over the cards and hope that the other guys slip up. We're not done yet. We're still alive. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have, drop a like. That would be stupendous. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That would be awesome as well. I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and usually Saturdays. So go follow there too. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for the final 3 matches of the season. Can we sneak into the playoffs? Do let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen. Sucks the Blackhaven are promoted, but what can you do? I'd be interested to see how they fare next season with the big boys. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.